I want to talk about the kid who sold his kidney to get an iPhone. Did you pick up this story?
I read this, and this
This
is
like 3-4
saddening.
years.
Actually, it's a life lesson, I think, for everyone.
How many years ago was this? When was the original? Zoom in on that, dude. You got to zoom in. I can't see shit.
Sorry, mate. Here we go.
Zoom.
2009.
No. That's just a random operation. This is just stock bullshit, surely, because they're not going to have a photo of the guy having an illegal operation. Scroll up to the top.
No, not there. Here we go. Hang on. Let's go down.
17-year-old boy. And how old is he now? So he was 17 when he did it. 2011.
There you go. All right.
Okay. So I thought this was an urban legend. I really thought this is just one of those things you hear or maybe I did read about it in the news back in the day, but then you forget you read about it in the news. And it's just so insane that you assume someone must have just told you this in a pub being like, oh man, did you hear about the Chinese kid who sold his kidney like on the black market and he bought an iPhone 4 or whatever because he wanted it so bad. I think it was an iPhone 4.
It was, yeah, iPhone 4 and an iPad 2.
Didn't he buy... I thought it was 2 iPad 2s.
I think it was one iPad 2. It was an iPad 2.
And now this technology, I'm fairly sure I've got an iPhone 4 just in a drawer somewhere here. And you know what I do have as well?
An iPad 2.
No, both my kidneys.
Oh.
Bring the Oscar back. Oh, you're loading up the second one.
The second one, because the second one's later on. So
yeah, that's right.
There's more details in here.
Okay, so essentially, he did sell it. He sold it on the undergrounds, and he got like $4,000 or $3,500 for it. And also, he got ripped off because the black market price of a kidney is way higher than that. And
well, I think the ring of people that kind of organized it for him took a massive cut out of it.
Bingo.
Massive cut.
They took all the money. This guy lost his kidney, and he was a poor Chinese, like provincial Chinese dude. And shortly after the operation, and they don't, like, this was followed up with at the time, but now it's just like an update like 8 years later about what happened to this kid. Shortly after the operation, actually, he got an infection. There was, and they say, the article speculates that it might have been due to poor post-operative care. And I'm like, yeah, like you had the operation probably in the back of a van somewhere. Of course it was poor post-operative care, because you know who doesn't suffer from terrible infections after kidney operations? Most people who have kidney operations.
This is a real picture.
Oh my God, hang on, wait, scroll up. Why do I need a second kidney? One is enough. Dude, I'll tell you why.
Said no healthy person ever.
I'll tell you why you need a second kidney. Because when you get an infection that destroys your other kidney, well, you don't have any.
What?
It's good. Like, I mean, if a family member needed a kidney, I would absolutely donate my kidney to them.
Yeah.
Or to, are you aware of the kidney swap system?
No.
Oh, this guy won a Nobel Economics Prize for this.
Okay.
Which is essentially, so say I want to give you a kidney, right?
That's nice of you.
Say you've got kidney failure and I'm like, I'll give you one of my kidneys, Sam. And we go to the hospital and they're like, bad news. Turns out you're not compatible.
Yeah.
Not a surprise. So what I can do is say, I want to donate my kidney to Sam. So they've got a system. Well, they'll find someone who I'm compatible with. They'll take my kidney and give it to them. And you get a credit for a kidney from that system.
That's amazing.
To get, right? The guys who came up with this won a Nobel Prize for that. Because it was just...
That's amazing.
No one had come up with this.
That's like a genius idea.
Absolutely genius. And it solved this whole... I mean, there are still people waiting for kidneys, of course. But it was a huge revelation to come up with this kidney database. And I'm like, that's incredible.
That's
absolutely
that
incredible.
Boggles the mind.
Right?
That's incredible. I love that. No, that's I've never heard of that before. Ever.
Anyway. This wasn't this dumbass.
Yeah.
He gives his kidney away.
Look at that
scar. For those who are listening by audio, that's got to be a 25, 30 stitcher.
Jesus. I've never seen anything like that. That's horrible.
What do you think?
That's him. Wang Shankun.
Dude, yeah, that's him. Yeah, so now he's basically bedridden for the rest of his life.
Yeah, what is it? He had caused him to develop renal deficiency, which has led
basically
to
kidney failure.
Yeah, infection due to unsanitary setting of where it took place. And one by one, his organs are basically just decaying and shutting down. And
Wait, I thought he was okay.
Other than he's bedridden. He's
yeah, but his other orgons are all right because he's on dialysis.
No. Hang on. I'm
pretty
really sure I read this.
Hang on. Did I miss that?
Hang on. His family was awarded.
Mr. Wang allegedly saw... Yeah. We'll get into the conversation in a minute. But he allegedly he sought the new iPhone to show off to his friends.
Well, here you go. So hang on. When I was on the internet, I had a kidney agent send me a message saying that selling a kidney can give me 20,000.
Yeah. He ended up with 3.5.
He ended up with 3.5. Yeah, that's terrible. So yeah, 9 people were arrested in connection to the case, and 5, including surgeons who harvested his kidney, were jailed in 2012. It's a horrible word, isn't it? Harvest the kidney.
Harvested. You know that thing about waking up in the bath of water, ice water, with a note saying, "Call an ambulance, we harvested your kidney"? Do you not know this urban legend?
Is that an urban legend, or is it? It looks like it could
No,
be
no,
real.
no. Or like, you hear it like the random business traveler wakes up in the hotel hotel bath full of ice after being drugged, and he's missing a kidney. It's never happened. Even at least in the States, which was, it's a fairly big sample size. The National Kidney Foundation, or whatever it's called, put out a notice saying, "Hey, if anyone's had their kidney stolen in this way, please write to us." No one has. There's this never happened. Dude, so I don't think his other organs are failing.
No,
I just
they're
think
not.
he's
Sorry,
bedridden.
I misread. Here you go. So 8 years on, the 25-year-old is now bedridden for life after his remaining organ failed.
Remaining kidney.
You see, that was the
trips you up.
the word organ.
Do better, Sam. Come on.
Sorry, well, organ can mean
You
anything.
don't want to be spreading lies.
You don't want that
about...
organ to fail.
I don't believe you want any of your organs to fail. Anyway, bright side, his family and him did get $300,000 in compensation. That's a lot of iPhones.